and welcome to the goal of this course lesson within your fundamental principles section of this course. So ultimately, I really wanted you to understand the major goal of this course. And the major goal is for you to understand who you truly are. At the end of the day, when you get to the root of it all, it's to understand your true nature. Yes, we want to have these wonderful lives with all of this health and happiness and abundance and yada, yada, yada. But in order to experience that, you have to be walking in your true nature. Why? Because as I've stated on my YouTube channel, if you haven't watched that video, I suggest you check that out. Maybe I'll link it down below if I can. But it's a video about you having what it is that you want. And at the end of the day, what you have is what you want, and what you want is what you are. So to shorten it, you have what you are. Whatever you are being is what you're going to have. And so if you want to have abundance, then you must be abundance. If you want to have health, then you must be health. If you want to have love, then you must be love. But if you're being anything outside of those things, then you're not going to have those things. And so ultimately, yes, the final result would be to have those things, but in order to have them, you have to first be them. And to be them, you kind of have to discover that you are them and be able to kind of separate what's not you from what is you. And a lot of times we kind of go through life and we don't really know, we just think that it's all us. We think the good and the bad and the ugly and all of that is all us, without realizing that the things that we don't like, right, are the things that we've been conditioned to do for the most part. So, example, if you find that you are not embodying health right now, and so you don't have health in your life, that's because you've been conditioned to be unhealthy. You've been conditioned to be in a state of disease. You think about it on the scientific level when they say you have predispositions or things that you've inherited genetically, like, it runs in your family to have hypertension or high blood pressure or heart disease or cancer. These things run in the family, right? That's conditioning. That is patterns that you've taken on within your own field, your own energy field, your own body. And that is not your true nature, right? So your true nature is to be healthy. And so in this course, the goal is to be able to kind of separate and say, okay, well, this is not me. Let me now let that go, because I don't need to hold on to it. It's like realizing you've been the bag lady all your life and you're starting to remove all of the bags that aren't yours, and you're kind of left just being free, right? Free in peace and kind and lovingness and all of these different wonderful things. And so ultimately, that is the goal of the course. I break it down a bit further in the PDF down below, so I definitely encourage you to go ahead and take a quick skim of that. Because you're really going to get a good gist of what this course is, because it's much more than just being able to read a natal chart and say, I know all of this stuff about astrology. Yeah, that stuff is fun, but at the end of the day, it's really about remembering, discovering who you truly are and what your true nature is, and being able to live that out so that you are what you have. Got it? So I'll go ahead and leave you with that. Check out the PDF down below, and I will see you in the next lesson.